Grace and I will support you and your babies the way you and Charlie were there for us in our darkest days. Charlie, we will miss your words of wisdom, your high-pitched laugh, which is kind of awkward.
Turning Point USA is continuing, and it is. I mean, we are so blessed to have more work than we even could ever dream of. I mean, it's devastating loss of Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU. Caleb has persisted with the same grift.
The mystery surrounding Erika Kirk's rise to power at Turning Point USA has just taken a chilling turn, while the world watched Erika step into her late husband's shoes. Body language experts and online sleuths have been obsessed with a recurring figure in the background of her recent appearances. New, unedited footage from a closed-door donor event in Arizona appears to show Erika receiving direct physical cues from a woman who has never been officially introduced as part of the TPUSA staff. Who is this mystery woman? Some are calling her the Zionist handler. Others say she's a sentinel from the military intelligence community. Candace Owens has hinted that this handler is the real brain behind the robotic public persona Erika has displayed since September 10th. Today, we break down the footage, identify the shadow figure, and ask the question, is Erika Kirk actually in charge? Or is she being programmed by someone even worse the footage that has ignited this latest firestorm was reportedly captured by a disgruntled volunteer during a private Turning Point USA presidential circle dinner in late 2025. In the clip, which has been circulating on encrypted platforms before hitting mainstream social media, Erika Kirk is seen standing near the stage, appearing visibly nervous. Standing just inches away is a tall, middle-aged woman in a dark suit, whose eyes never leave Erika. The exposure happens during a 30-second window, where the woman leans in and whispers something into Erika's ear, followed by a sharp, rhythmic tapping on Erika's shoulder. Immediately following this interaction, Erika's entire demeanor changes. Her face, which had been expressive and anxious, becomes a blank slate, the robotic look that has become her trademark. She then walks onto the stage and delivers a speech that critics say sounds mathematically precise rather than emotionally authentic. This woman has been identified by some investigative accounts as a high-level consultant with ties to international reputation management firms. However, the label of handler has stuck because of the way she appears to control Erika's movements. In the conservative movement, where authenticity is everything, the idea that the new CEO of TPUSA needs a behavioral coach to get through a donor dinner is a massive red flag. Candace Owens, in her One Step Ahead teasers for 2026, has suggested that this woman is the link between Erika's past in Romania and her current role in the U.S. political machine. The theory is that Erika was installed to ensure the $85 million TPUSA budget remained under the control of specific interest groups. This woman in the dark isn't just a PR person. She's allegedly a sentinel, a term used to describe operatives who manage high-value political assets. By exposing her presence, whistleblowers are trying to show the base that the Kirk legacy is being managed by an outsider with a potentially dark agenda. The narrative of a handler took an even more controversial turn when a BBC Radio 4 producer was caught reposting a post that described Erika Kirk as a Zionist handler. While the BBC producer faced immediate backlash and was forced to resign, the label ignited a firestorm. In the gender-critical and anti-Zionist circles of the internet, the post argued that Erika is not a strong figure but a redirect an operative meant to steer Turning Point USA into a politically acceptable direction that favors specific foreign policy interests. The woman in the dark scene in the new footage is being cast as the architect of this redirection. Critics like Nick Fuentes have added fuel to this fire, claiming that Erika's fake grieving and WWE-style memorial service were designed by this handler to create a sacred cow image that would be immune to criticism. If the handler theory is true, it explains why the metadata lies and the security gaps from the Utah's assassination have been so aggressively covered up. A handler's job is to protect the principal, in this case, Erika, from any reality that doesn't fit the script. The footage shows this woman literally steering Erika through a crowd, blocking specific people from talking to her, and vetting every question. This brings us to the even worse part of the headline. Sources suggest that this woman has a background in social engineering and was previously linked to operations in Eastern Europe that dealt with infiltration and influence. This is the person handling the widow of the most influential youth leader in America. Then the Kirk blueprint hasn't just been edited, been hijacked. The presence of this woman proves that Erika is not acting alone, and that the panic she feels is likely a result of the pressure to maintain a script that she didn't write. Body language analysts have gone to town on the new footage, comparing Erika's behavior with and without the handler present. The behavioral arts and other forensic channels have noted a startled response in Erika whenever the woman touches her. This suggests a relationship built on correction rather than support. Robot defense, where Erika appears to have no genuine emotional reaction to the assassination of her husband's being reevaluated through the lens of this new footage. Analysts suggest that the handler may be using specific anchoring techniques, a form of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, to keep Erika in a state of high-functioning dissociation. This would allow her to handle the immense pressure of the CEO role and the trial of Tyler Robinson without crashing out in public. But the programming is glitching. We see the panic in her eyes when she is asked unscripted questions, like her recent exchange with Bari Weiss. In those moments, Erika looks toward the wings of the stage, presumably searching for her handler's cues. The woman is even worse because she is reportedly the one who ordered the 350K transfer to Erika's accounts just weeks before the assassination. A claim that, while unverified, has set the internet ablaze. If this woman is managing Erika's finances, her behavior, and her political direction, then Erika Kirk is effectively a captive CEO. The footage exposes the reality that the leader of the MAGA youth movement is being micromanaged at a level that is unprecedented in American politics. The handler represents a shadow government within TPUSA, one that is more concerned with the $16 million modernization of the organization's jets and Scottsdale mansions than with the actual America comeback tour. The exposure of the handler is the beginning of the end for the Erika Kirk script. Once the public knows there is a puppet master, the puppet loses all power. The family secrets that the handler was hired to hide, the dating history, the Romania contracts, the real father DNA questions are all leaking out because the Sentinel Guard is failing. The woman in the footage is reportedly panicked herself. Insiders say that since the metadata lies became a mainstream talking point, the handler has been trying to reprogram Erika's public appearances to be more human and vulnerable. This resulted in the tearful Fox and Friends interview and the heartwarming video of her daughter. But the internet has dismissed these as calculated manipulation. The even worse truth is that if this handler is exposed, she might dump Erika to save the larger operation. In the world of shadow politics, assets are disposable. If Erika Kirk becomes too much of a liability, the handler will be the one to provide the evidence that finally gets her fired from Tupuza. We are witnessing a high-stakes crash out, where the handler is trying to maintain order, while the asset is losing her mind. The final reveal will likely come when Candace Owens releases her explosive story in 2026. If she names this woman and provides the proof of her Romania to Arizona pipeline, the Kirk legacy will be officially dead. The footage is just the first crack in the dam. The woman in the dark is now in the light. And for Erika Kirk, that is the ultimate nightmare. The footage of the handler has changed everything, and the Sentinel defense is officially crumbling. Is Erika Kirk a victim of a high-level psychological operation? Or is she the willing participant in a global deception managed by a woman whose history is even worse than we imagined? Candace Owens is moving one step ahead of the haters, and it looks like the handler is her next target. We want to hear from you. Do you see the programming in Erika's interviews? Or do you think this mystery woman is just a normal PR assistant being unfairly targeted? Drop your take in the comments below. If you want to see the frame-by-frame breakdown of the Arizona footage and our investigation into the Zionist handler claims, hit that like button and subscribe. We are following the paper trail from Scottsdale to Bucharest. To find out who is really running Turning Point USA, don't let the Sentinels shush the truth. Stay tuned for the next update. Shush the truth. Stay tuned for the next update.